Hey guys, so today I'm here to show you how to make some pita bread pizzas, a very healthy alternative to some people's favourite foods. You're going to need just a couple of ingredients and a few utensils from around your kitchen and a working grill. So I'll just talk you through what ingredients you're going to need. First of all, you are going to need some pita breads. These can be white pita breads, wholemeal pita breads, any pita breads you fancy. The wholemeal pita breads do offer a healthier base option, but it is entirely up to you. You're then going to need some tomato puree. This is going to act as our sauce for the pizza, so that you still get that nice tomatoey taste. You're then obviously going to need some type of cheese. This can be dairy-free cheese, it can be regular cheddar, it can be mozzarella. Any cheese you sort of have laying around the house will work perfectly for this, as long as it's going to melt under the grill. And then you're going to need whatever toppings you want. Personally, I wanted to cover mine in vegetables. I absolutely love vegetable pizza, but I just rummaged through the fridge and tried to find whatever I had hanging around. So I have a red pepper and some cherry tomatoes, but the toppings are entirely up to you. So the first thing you're going to need to do is tie your hair up if you've got long hair and wash your hands. I have already done both of these before I started filming. Thought I might hurry it along. You don't really need to see me wash my hands, but make sure you do the proper hand washing technique. You rub your hands together, get in between your fingers. Don't forget your thumbs and your nails. Just get all in there and make sure all jewellery is also removed. So I've had to take my watch off for this. The second step is preheating your grill. Grills can sometimes take quite a while to heat up, so you just need to pop it on now so that it's ready for the pizzas. So I'm just going to do that over here. So if you can hear a slight hissing noise, mine is a gas grill. So it's just the sound of the grill heating up and the gas coming through. So the first thing you're going to want to do is get your pita breads. You can make as many as you like, but what we are going to do with it is we are going to take our tomato puree and add it to the pita bread as our tomatoey base. You're probably going to want some sort of tool to help spread it around. I'm going to opt for a teaspoon, just use the back of the spoon, but you could use a knife. You can use whichever piece of cutlery that you choose. So you're going to want to make sure you get a good, mostly even coverage of tomato puree. But do bear in mind, tomato puree can have quite a strong taste. And if you don't want that tomatoey flavour to be too overpowering, then don't put too much on there. So once that's all spread out and lovely, I'll just show you mine. So it's all spread out over the base. It is already starting to look like a pizza base. At this point, you're going to want to set that aside. I've got mine on a plate. And you're going to want to start preparing your toppings. So you're going to need to grate some cheese, and you're going to need to chop up any vegetables you have or any meats and things that you're going to put on top of your pizza. So I'm going to start with my pepper. I've just roughly chopped that into tiny little pieces so they're not too overpowering on the top of my pizza. I know some people like really long, thin strips of pepper, but personally I like mine nice and small so they're easy to eat. And I'm going to take some of my cherry tomatoes, and I think I'm just going to chop these in half. I think half will work nicely. I'm quite clumsy, so when it comes to grating cheese, I quite often catch my fingers, so you need to be very careful not to do that yourself. I've got one of these graters, so I'm just going to grate my cheese into the grater and then we can use that for our pizza toppings. You can use as much or as little cheese and toppings as you like. So I've got a little bit of grated cheese in there, which is going to be perfect, just enough for one little pizza, because that's what I'm making at the moment. We're going to bring our pita bread back to our workstation. And I don't know about you, but I quite like to put my toppings on first and then the cheese. But you can also put your cheese on first and then your toppings. It is entirely up to you which order you do it in. It's here for you to make your own. So I'm just adding on my toppings. Now, so all my vegetables are on there now. So I'm just going to coat it in cheese. That way the cheese will melt around the vegetables, and I think that will taste quite nice. So I'm just sprinkling on the cheese. Look at that. We've got a little pizza ready to go under the grill. So your grill should probably be quite hot by now. It's been heating up for 5 to 10 minutes. So it should be pretty warm. So just to be safe, I'm going to use my oven gloves to open up the grill. And I'm going to place my pita bread pizza just under the grill. You want it under there just long enough to melt the cheese and cook any vegetables that are on there that might need cooking. You might have used some mushrooms, for example. They won't take very long, but they will need time to cook. And if you've used meats and things, I would recommend using pre-cooked meats so that you're not going to cause yourself any tummy problems. So now we just wait. It's a waiting game to see how long it takes to cook. Oh, it's had a few minutes under there now and it's looking good. So I'm just going to pull out my grill and have a look. I think it might possibly need just a few more seconds. The last bit of the cheese hasn't quite melted. You're going to have to keep an eye on it because you don't want your pizza to burn. Oh, those last few seconds have just done it. So I now need to get it out of the grill. So I was looking for a flat version of this, but I'm just going to use this to scoop up my pizza so I don't burn my fingers. I'll just show you now. Hopefully you can see it. That is the pizza pitta finished. It is really that simple. Takes 10 minutes to make maybe. Just chop up your veg, grate some cheese. I was going to say chop up some cheese. You can chop it up if you like, but grate some cheese, pop it on a pitta base with some tomato puree, and you've got a healthy lunch. You've got a healthy dinner. You can pair it with a salad. You can put it with whatever you like. Eat it on its own. Add whatever toppings you want. Make it personal. But that's it. That's how easy it is to make a pitta pizza. I hope you've enjoyed making and eating your pitta pizza, and I will hopefully see you soon. Goodbye.